Hello and welcome back to another edition of the Rogue Gamers podcast. I'm your host, Bruno Pinto, and with me as ever, I have my friend talking to us from across the pond, Mr. Immortal Donut, aka Aaron. How's it going?
I'm doing good, Bruno. How about yourself?
Doing really good, thank you, thank you. It's been a busy week. It's been a busy week this week. Lots of gaming, mostly the same games we talked about last week, but yeah, it's been okay. I've been enjoying my handhelds a lot. I've been using that more than ever, I think. Yeah. What about yourself?
Yeah, not so much gaming for me because it's been a bit week, but I did a different kind of game, which I plan to talk about. So,
Okay.
forward to changing it up a little bit.
A bit of cardboard instead of digital. Is that what we thinking? Yeah.
Spoiler alert, but yes, yeah.
Well, it's not a spoiler. It's a little teaser. A little teaser. That's all. That's all it is. Okay. Very good. Very good. Very good. So we have some housework to do here. Some not housework. What's the word I'm looking for? Some
House,
admin. That's the one.
yeah, admin work.
Housekeeping. Housekeeping is the word I was looking for. And admin. We had votes in. Not a lot of votes, but enough to declare a winner for our video game pitch from last week, if you guys remember. So, Donut, if you had unlimited money, you were gonna do a KOTOR remake with the people from Clair Obscur,
And Baldur's
Sun
Gate,
something,
Valerian.
and yeah, and Valerian, and you also had what's that racing game you had?
Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal. That's right. Yeah, and I had a remake of Deus Ex made by Warren Spector and Neil Druckmann, and and then I had Time Splitters 4 done by Bungie. The votes are in, and just you have won this one, so congratulations. Well done on.
All right, thank you.
For those keeping
Nice to be
score
wearing
at
the
home,
crown again.
crown again. For those keeping score, I think we keep. I think you won a couple and I won one. I think is that what we are? I think
It,
I
it
think it's
is 2-1 right now.
2-1. So with that in mind, we can go back to the draft mechanic, yeah, where we pick three or more of a certain thing, and then leave it out to the listeners to decide who had the best pick. And what did you suggest we do today?
So I determined that the best one that we could do for the podcast was the best weapons. So I thought there was a lot to choose from,
Too
and
many, but good, yeah.
really too many. But I thought this would match up because uh,
So so because there's so many, yeah. Do you want to rather than three? Do you want to do five then? Yeah,
yeah, yeah, we can
five,
do
five
5.
each.
Yep, yep,
Top, yeah, our top five. And as always, you're going to be doing the snake pass. So one goes first, and then two, and then it's two, 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 right? That's how it works, right?
yep.
I believe it's your time to go first, isn't it? Why don't you kick us off with your first pick? I'm going to try and write them down so I don't
Uh,
I don't forget them this time.
yep. So tough. I mean, there's the obvious choice. Um, that is probably the most iconic. But if I'm gonna go one of the most powerful weapons all of gaming, I'm gonna have to go off the bat with the BFG, the big fucking gun from the Doom guys. Nothing obliterates a root faster than shooting plasma shot from the BFG.
Um, I if I was a betting man, I knew you were gonna go for the BFG as your first pick. It's a great weapon. Um, funny enough, not my favorite weapon from Doom. So interesting that you went for that one, but certainly the one with the name, yeah, the one that
Yeah.
everyone knows. Um, yeah, I think that's a strong first pick. So you went for just utter destruction. Like it kind of like does a green shot, doesn't it, and then just blows up
Yeah.
everything in its way. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so that's a good first pick. So that means I got two now, right?
Got two.
So you kind of left. Well, you left.
I mean,
You
there's
left me with.
hundreds that I left with. So
You left me with some choices here. No, I'm thinking, do I go for the ones that are that I think are gonna you're not gonna pick, or do I go for the ones but they're my favorites, or do I go for one just to take it from you that I think you're gonna pick straight away, right? Okay, I'm gonna go. My first pick is the plasma cutter from Dead Space.
okay,
So this is the first weapon you get in the first game. Dead Space. I think you have it in all three of them.
yep.
And in that space, you can upgrade the weapon. So there's upgradability on this weapon, so it keeps getting better. But the interesting thing about this weapon, as you know, is it sends this sends this plasma thing to a plasma line, I guess, to cut limbs and other things from the xenomorphs, and you can switch it from vertical to horizontal depending, because obviously the game is sometimes you're in 0G and everything, and sometimes the enemies are coming at you from the ceiling, from the wall, upside down. So you need to keep swapping from vertical to horizontal to shoot limbs off. So and there's an achievement, as we talked about before, I'm sure, on that space, which is to play the whole game with that weapon and nothing else. And yeah, what a weapon it is. So I think that's my first one. Have you got anything to say about the BFG?
Well, I mean, I
So
already
BFG,
talked
sorry,
about the BFG,
sorry,
the plasma
sorry,
cutter.
the
I
plasma. Sorry,
mean,
I was right. I was writing yours down as I said. Sorry.
I, I mean, the plasma cutter. It's a great weapon. It is on my short
Wow.
list. But I mean, if we're really going to be technical, a construction that was turned into a weapon, because that's so. Just
Okay. Yeah. You
nitpick
could
a little
you
bit, but that's fine. That's
you
fine.
you can throw all the shade you want, because and you can save your shade to throw again at my next pick. Okay,
Okay.
so my next pick is the gravity gun from Half-Life. Now the gravity gun, as you well know, is a gun where you can pull items towards you and throw those items at enemies or other things. And if you remember, it's a Ravenholf, the game, set at
Yeah.
night, that level in Half-Life. I think that is a chapter
Yeah.
3. I don't know. Yeah,
7.
uh, 7. Okay, but you go and you have you get the gun for the first time, and you get into this zone, right? And then you see like this saw on the wall, and you're like, oh, okay, are they telling us something here? And then you like use the gravity gun to pick another saw, and you just start just cutting people to pieces with it. And not to mention, you can pick barrels, throw barrels at enemies. You can pick other enemies, and then the weapon. Slight spoilers for quite an old game. In the end, the weapon gets upgraded even more, and then you can actually pick enemies and throw other enemies and everything. It's just utter chaos. So the gravity gun um, is my second choice. But before you continue, I am gonna just rule check here. You did say best weapon, right? That's what you said to start with,
Best
right?
best weapon.
Okay, fine. Carry on. Yeah,
All right.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That is great right there. I can't really say much about the gravity gun because the second that Half Life World was so that's a good pick. That's a very good pick. So, but now it's my turn for two.
There we
So
go.
so many to choose from.
Mm, I know.
Um, but we're gonna go back to the uh, Xbox 360 days,
Okay.
and there was a little game called Gears of, and it took
Right.
a regular rifle, added a freaking chainsaw.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
Lancer with those 40 kills, sawing them right in half, sawing your opponents in half in the multiplayer. Oh man, that just something satisfying, and you felt the weight of it too when you're sawing through somebody. You just felt it. Uh, that just 100% an icon of all gaming weapons. So I have to go with the
Yes,
number 2 pick.
excellent, excellent pick. If I'm honest with you, that's the first one I'm jealous of. BFG's. I didn't think much of it. To be fair, I think it's a good
Ah,
gun, but I think it's a bit too obvious, a bit too that one's a bit too obvious. But that one's an excellent pick. Very good. What's your third pick then?
third pick. I'm gonna go probably the most iconic weapon in all of video games. Because it's still
Oh,
there, and I'm not gonna let you have it. And that's
okay,
got to be Master Legend of every single
okay.
Zelda game. Get that sword, take on Ganon, collect his shots back at him, and especially like in Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, the Master wasn't incredibly easy. You had to do things just to get it. But man, when you got it, it was just um. So I thought about leaving that, but I can't pass up on the map. Got got a leg over right here, so it's staring me up in my face. So
Yeah.
I got to take it.
No, no, it's certainly a good pick. I like the Master Sword. I did see it. I did think about it. That's why I asked as well if you're saying
Yeah.
weapon rather than just gun. Wanted to double check. We were talking if we could include swords and we'll see because I have now I get to pick two myself, right?
Yep,
Is that
you got two more.
that's how it works? Okay, so two more. All right. So this is interesting because because what are you picking now? I'm having to like fight yours. This is the interesting about the drafts because I'm having to draft against yours, so I'm having to try and counter. Go against the ones you pick. That's how it works, of course. And that's one I definitely want to pick that I don't want to leave. Okay, I am going to. This is difficult. So
I'm
many
ready to
choose.
write the one that I'm looking at.
Okay. Right, I'm gonna go with a Porto gun as
Okay.
my
Yep.
Porto gun from the game Porto, of course. So the Porto gun can be used as a weapon, of course, because you can open a portal just under an enemy and then send them to oblivion elsewhere. And you can yeah, and you can teleport yourself as well. You can just show up behind an enemy and just I mean in Portal there's not as much shooting; it's more of a puzzle game. But that's why I was hesitating. I'm like, do I go with the Portal gun or not? But such a cool weapon. You create
It
two.
is.
Such a great idea as well. You create two portals. You can do it for anything. Think about it if you're using it in any other game, right? If it's well in any other game, you could.
There
Oh, let
is
me
a
quickly
couple
open.
other games that you get, so
Sure, but you can go like, oh, let me just put a portal here on my left, and then let me put a portal around the corner so you can see, you can look and see what they're doing, and straight away, or you can position yourself somewhere else. You can just gain verticality, or like I said, you can just literally teleport somebody into lava or whatever you want. So yeah, portal gun is my third pick. Are you ready
okay.
for my are you ready for my fourth pick?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, let's see. Gotten you know unreal weapon so far. Tools that you
I mean,
weapons.
technically speaking, they're all
They're all
tools.
tools. Yeah,
And has another one,
yeah.
the Groov-a-Tron from Ratchet and Clank.
Ah,
So,
yes. The
what better
Tron.
weapon than to get everyone dancing some disco? He like literally just throws a disco ball and they all start dancing for you. ready to be dispatched. Just for how inventive and how fun it is, Groov-a-Tron is my fourth pick. See, I'm going differently.
I like it.
I'm going very different
Yeah,
from you. Yeah.
yeah. I really think that you're gonna love my fifth pick, though.
Okay.
I think you're gonna be like, oh shit, I should have.
Sure. We'll see.
So, all right. Fourth pick. Um, I mean, um, so I'm gonna have to go with. Yeah. Okay. So I am going to throw out for my fourth pick from a little game called Halo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wonderful energy.
Okay.
Nothing more iconic than seeing those energy swords go
Yes,
when you're facing.
especially when you're going sword to sword when
Yes.
you just both go jump back. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So,
Okay.
you know, gotta throw something from Halo in. Um
Uh, I mean, I don't wanna influence your fifth pick, but that's I might well pick something from Halo myself, but that would have been my maybe third pick from Halo. That's two much more iconic weapons from Halo than that one. But
no,
okay,
no, there's nothing more iconic than the like
okay,
there is the battle rifle and the pistol that are also there. I thought about those as well, but there's just
okay,
something much more satisfying with the energy. Sneak up
okay.
behind somebody or catch them midair with it. A lot more fun.
Sure,
But
fair enough.
all right, so you ready for this fifth pick? This is
I
right up
I
your alley
am
here.
I am ready for it.
From a lovely classic game called Worms. The
Oh, the
holy
banana. Oh, the
the
holy. Okay,
holy hand grenade.
excellent choice. No, I like
Nothing
that. That's
nothing
your
like
best pick.
chucking the holy hand grenade and just hearing that hallelujah and watching Worms.
Uh, no, that's your best pick. That's an excellent weapon. Yes. No. You're right. I must admit I didn't really. I'm gonna because I am gonna stick to my when I go to
List.
my 50. I'm gonna stick to my list. I didn't really consider worms. So there's a lot of really great
Yeah.
weapons in worms.
Yep.
So no, that is an
Laser
excellent.
bomb, super sheep,
That's
concrete
yeah.
donkey. Hell,
Concrete
even the
donkey.
prod. Nothing
Yeah,
is more.
the prod is phenomenal. The prod is just phenomenal. The little kamikaze as well
Yep.
is just great too. But
Kamikaze.
when you yeah. The worms are some of the best weapons, actually. In fact, you could have just done worms, and you
Yeah,
probably would
I
have won
could have.
this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very strong list. I'm looking at it now. So just to recap, I still have one to go, but you have BFG
Yep.
from Halo from Doom. You have the Lancer from Gears of War.
Yep.
You have the Master Sword from Zelda. You have the Energy Sword from Halo, and you have the Holy Hand Grenade from Worms.
Yep.
Currently, I have the Plasma Cutter from Dead Space. I have the Gravity Gun from Half-Life. I have the Portal Gun from Portal, and I have the Groov-a-Tron from Ratchet and Clank. Um, right. You left everything else obviously
Oh
open
yeah.
now for me, right? I am gonna go with. I think I am gonna go with the weapon I think is a better option from Halo. Okay, and that's the
Okay.
Needler. The
Needler.
Needler.
Okay.
Yes. So the Needler, if you remember, it's this purple alien weapon, and has these spikes on top of it. And as you shoot, the spikes obviously just just shoot out, and then they actually have a bit of auto aim. They actually follow the target a bit, and then they'll land on the target and penetrate the shield, and then they just explode and just take the player out. such a cool weapon, such a great animation on it, and yeah, my actual first weapon as well that I picked. So, well, they're all weapons, but my first,
Yeah.
one that's designed to be a weapon.
What you
So
couldn't see was I was holding up my Lego Halo Needler.
were you okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just to kind of help you. Um,
I see.
I,
I don't know. I think this. If I'm honest with you, before the Holy Hand Grenade, I thought I got this completely. Honestly, I do honestly believe my list is superior. However, with I think you pulled it back to no. I think it's a lot even. A lot. I think it's 50-50 now with the Holy Hand Grenade. I think you did an hallelujah moment just at the end with that. With that, don't get me wrong. I like the two swords you picked. I could have gone for a sword as well. If I had I gone for a sword, I probably would have gone with the Buster sword from Final Fantasy VII.
I had that on my short list.
Yeah. So that's probably the one I would have probably gone for.
Yeah.
But there's so many good weapons, to pick. I mean, I quite like. I forgot the name of it, but the one from Control that changes. The one from Control as well. That's really cool. Lots of good ones. So
you know one that I had in my back pocket and was waiting just in case, the Hidden Blade from Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed. Yeah. Hidden Blade's a great one. No, that's some great options. So, guys, vote on whose list do you think it is best. I'm gonna read it again. So, Donut has the BFG, the Lancer, the Master Sword, the Energy Sword, and the Holy Hand Grenade. I have the Plasma Cutter, Gravity Gun, Portal Gun, the Groov-a-Tron, and the Needler from Halo. So vote which one you think is best, and also send us your list. Hey, what 5 weapons would you have picked? There's so many to choose from. So many, and it's going to be one of those. I'm going to be going to sleep later. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot that weapon. Oh, I forgot this weapon. But I went with the ones that I thought were yeah, I went with some fun ones. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It'll be interesting to see. But vote on your favorite one, and how they can. What's the email for them to get in touch with us? For the listener to get in touch with us?
roguegamerspodcast@gmail.com. Watching video on YouTube or the live on YouTube, right there, bottom left of your.
Perfect. Very good. Right. So moving on, we can move. We can move on to the playlist if that's okay with you. Yeah.
Yep.
There are some video game news. I mean, Microsoft just breaking news. They just closed another first party game. They canceled another first party game, Contraband. To be fair, I wasn't. Like there wasn't something that was really on my list, and in PS5 shipments top 80 million as well, which is quite interesting. But nothing too major. So we'll skip the news and move on over to the games we've been playing, and then the why don't yous as well, if that's okay. So if it's okay with you, I'll go with the game I've been playing, which is Will World. Have you heard of Will World?
I have.
It's on Game Pass at the moment, and it's an Annapurna interactive published game, and the developer is Messhoff, I want to say. Apologies if I mispronounced that name. And the story is you play as Cat, a cyclist that was chosen by an ancient biking spirit to perform the Great Shift, a mystical ritual meant to save the universe, basically, right? And in this world you start, and all the parts for this bike have been stolen, basically, right? And then you start with this rusty bike, and you go in and do some. So this is a bicycle, not a motorbike. And then you go in and you start doing some races, and you start earning some parts, and you start swapping the parts. And there's lots of things you can change from the saddle to the frame to the wheels to the tires to the brakes to everything, right? To the gears. You can change a lot of things on this game, and some of them will make the bike faster, some of them will make the bike accelerate better, or be more or turn better. So you can really change it to your liking. And you also unlock these shrines that give you, there's like this, you have this power that you get from drafting and behind the players, where you can use it to like basically go faster. And the more shrines you get, you unlock more area, more races, and also increases your stamina, I guess, if you like it, if you like your stamina power. And looks wise, this game looks phenomenal. It looks that game that came out was last year, the Dungeons of Interberg, or if you remember Sable, yeah, is that type of look, that almost cell shaded, like vector, like based. It's hard to describe. It's one of those, you need to have a look at it, but it just looks phenomenal. If you don't have Game Pass, it's also not an expensive game. We're talking like 15 quid, something like that here in the UK. So probably what, $20 there in America. So yeah, you do races you compete in races, and there's like the shortcuts as well you can do, and there's like things to do while you race. So for instance, one of the things you do is you collect the three letters of your name, cat, K-A-T, and they're in different, sometimes in different in difficult places. So one of the challenges is to do that, and you keep getting rep, you get more rep, and the idea is to get enough rep so you can fight the I think it's 4 bosses of each area, and each of those bosses has one of these mystical parts, or whatever they call it, to create the perfect bike, so you can then fulfill the great shift. It's Yes, it's really interesting game. It's unlike something else I played before. It's basically a racing game with open world racing game with a lot of collectibles to find and hidden secrets, and just and you get to upgrade your weapon, your bike as you go. It's yeah, I really like it so far. I've only played maybe 2 or 3 hours of it, but I'm gonna keep playing. It's one of those you can just chill out and enjoy. Really good music as well on it. Really good soundtrack. Like I said as well, visually stunning. And yeah, like nothing else I played.
Very cool. Yeah, I remember that game being kind of interesting. That I'm still on my Game Pass boycott at the moment, so I haven't been able to try it out. I'll probably save here. But yeah, for right now, I do want to play it though. It looks a lot of fun.
It's one of those as well that if you have friends on Xbox, or if you play it on Steam, obviously Steam has leaderboard, so you can then see when you finish a race. Oh, you can see so and so has done that race in this time, or so like there's challenges, or so they, like any racing game, like Force and stuff like that, and Tony Hawk's games like that. You can then there's also the element to compete against your friends as well,
Can
which
you
is quite
like
cool.
redo the races and like
Yes.
against your friend's ghost or anything like that?
Uh, you can definitely redo the races. I'm not sure about the racing against your friend's ghost, but you can definitely redo the races, because um, I've done that, because I was one of like, I didn't get the cat, I didn't get the letters for one of the rap things, because they'll give you like 3 or 4 challenges, like finish it in under X amount of time, or collect the cat, or letters, and and I'm sure later on there'll be more challenges like that in the race. So I've redone a few of the races to do that, and I don't know if there's a ghost. I don't remember seeing a ghost, but might be one on the settings, I guess. Um, but yeah, it's but there is a ghost, as in Scully. Scully is the ghost, that's the bike, and that's taking you through this world. So there's that ghost. It's really good. It's one of those. I implore you to have a look at it. It just looks like so cool, and he plays really well. It just feels great, and he has great vibration as well on the controller. I know we don't talk about this often, but just as you cycling and you're going through the different surfaces, like from concrete, from tarmac to say you're going through some leaves, or going through on dirt. You actually feel all the different zones. It's really really good, really good controller support as well. Yeah, I really like it.
Excellent.
So yeah. Yes. What have you been playing? That's the only game I've been playing. I played a lot more Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm on the I believe I'm on the last layer. I think I'm getting close to finishing it. I'll talk when I finish. I'll give you my final thoughts. But I'll leave it for today. Other than it's excellent, and I've been playing obviously more Rematch. In fact, we were playing Rematch just before we recorded this. But Will World is the new one that I played. Yeah, this week.
So, video game wise, I really haven't had a chance to play much last couple,
Mm-hmm.
and I have started into Ragebound by
Mm-hmm.
Square,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that has been excellent so far. But I am not far enough into I can keep honest starting it. So, anyways, as alluded to at the beginning of the podcast, gonna kind of switch it up a little bit, and we're gonna talk about some cardboard. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so here in Indiana, we have a huge board game convention. So there's like two major conventions. One is Essen, there in Europe, and then there's the one here, Gen Con, and it is massive. We have 75,000 a day going
Wow.
in a day thing. So last week I was working for a board game publisher called Glass Cannon Unplugged, and so they kind of specialize on doing games that are based off of video games. So there's been a lot more board games coming out over the last couple based on video games. I guess last couple years, Fire, which is as good as a board game as it is as a video. So um, that's one that I definitely check out. But it is
What's the name again? Sorry.
Play the Spire.
Oh, sorry. Slay Spire, the
Yeah,
board game. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Amazon has that. But anyways,
Okay.
so with Glass Cannon Unplugged, they have done a few different games. One just started shipping to at it at Gen Con, a little game called Apex Legends. And you'd be like, how the hell do you play that as a board game? Actually, kind of cool. You actually uh, see how the circle shifts and everything, and you typically on three battle.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so, pretty cool implementation. Another one that we were showing was one that people might know, a little game called Dying Light. They made that into a board game, so cooperative um, ops and trying to.
Mm-hmm.
Also, pretty cool implementation. That is not set for yet. Have a pro that. And then the game that I was in charge of, that I have played some of the video game. I know I talked to you about it, and you haven't really played much, if at all. Um, but we had the only prototype in existence that we were that I was doing demos. A game called Don't Starve. Um, and so there's two of those videos, Don't Starve together, are excellent crafting survival games, uh punishing for, and this is very much a faithful uh you
Okay.
know they have many of the different characters, had four of them, the four main kind of had for, and you explore different biomes. You cards basically level. So
Mhm.
show up and there's a bunch of stuff to play. So when gather the bosses, a bunch of different. Um, so I just wanted to mention them a little bit, something to try out on if board games at all. To anyone that are board, it's still going through tweaks, and a lot of the demoing that I did, I took feedback from myself and the other players
Yeah.
to the developers themselves to make this
Mhm.
a better experience. So it should be coming to Kickstarter next month, and probably filling have to guess maybe. Uh, but yeah, so that was one that I came away with really impressed. When they asked me, "Hey, do you want?" Yeah, I mean, I know the game a little bit. Like, I'm not an expert or by any means, but check it out. And I was really surprised with how much I enjoyed it. It made me actually want a video game.
Yeah, I actually have both those games. I've been meaning to play it. I have the Don't Starve Together, but perhaps we can try it at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, we should. Um,
Yeah.
and then there's one other game that I want to talk about that I picked up at the convention, and it was one of the games. It's a game from Stonemaier Games called Vantage, and Vantage is an open world cooperative game where it's almost like a choose your own adventure.
Okay.
Um, and the gimmick to it, like you get location, and it will have like different things on the location card too, but the location card that you have, no one else can. So you can describe it like you're considered on the radio with other people, but um, like only you can see the card. Only so. There's a bunch of different uh books depending on what action, what card there is. So there's, I want to say 17 different card location items, and with
Yeah.
every single one of the cards, uh, there is a book that has some sort of story element. It is incredible. It is one of those experiences that I sort of say like Elden Ring with the exploration part of it, like oh I'm gonna try this and like holy crap I didn't even do that in this. One of
And
the
can you play on your own?
Yes, yes. You can play on your own. So you can play it completely solo. You can play it with up to
Say six.
oh
Yeah, six
six.
here.
Yeah, five other people.
Yeah, yeah,
Um
yeah, yeah.
so I mean game time wise it definitely drags a little bit more the more that you add in there and everything.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
I mean it we we were playing one mission where we just had to force sentient team. And
Okay.
so I found a city,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay. So I went around the city. I shook down some bad guys, hit me anywhere, and then went to go relax and found a bar, and
Yeah.
ended up taking a job at this bar. So then I was working the bar for multiple turns. Like, was it
That's
helping
awesome.
me? Not really, but
It,
it was cool.
it's almost like Dungeons and Dragons, almost in a way, like right, the picking
Yeah,
your story. Yeah. But
yeah.
obviously bigger.
It's definitely more defined than Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm,
Yeah, it definitely kind of has a little bit of those elements.
mhm.
Whatever you do,
You could probably do. That's what I meant.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's
So
awesome. Okay,
yeah,
well, from the ones you talked about, if I'm honest with you, yeah, this sounds great. especially if you can play on your own. And I quite like the idea of the Slay the Spire one as well. So I mean,
Which
they
you
all
can
sound
also
great.
play
So
on your own.
yeah, that's one of the key things is the play on your own because I will be playing on my own for the most part. Awesome. So some very great choices. What I'll do is I'll have links to each of the games, the board games you just talked about on the podcast show notes. So if you can go there, like we always put all the games we talk about there with links to Steam or whatever they are available. And yeah, I'll put links to these ones as well. So if you think, oh shit, what was the name of the game again? Don't worry, just look on the show notes. It's there. Cool. All right. I found it's August, so we're with the previous podcast we used to do and we're still doing this year a video game marathon. Right, we're doing this in the 22nd of this month. So bank holiday here in the UK. So that's a Friday. So we normally do it from 6 p.m. on a Friday to 6 p.m. on the Saturday. So we're doing it again this year, and the link to our Just Giving page is gonna be there. It's still gonna be called the Monkey Tail Gaming Marathon because that's what we call it all the time. So it's easier for people to know what it is, especially when it comes to donations. People, you don't want to change the name and like, what's this, right? And but what I'm going to be doing is because I'm doing because I have to stay home and take care of the cats. I'm starting mine an hour early. I'm starting mine on 5 o'clock rather than 6. I'm streaming for 12 hours straight, and then at 5 in the morning I'm going to drive for an hour to work where everyone is in the office there, and then I'm going to join them for the last 12 hours. So I'm still going to be doing 24 hours, but I'm going to do with an hour drive in the middle. So yeah, if you guys want to donate, the link is going to be on the show notes as well. And if you want to join me on stream, I'll certainly be streaming at least for 12 hours. From there, it's difficult to stream because the internet's so it's in an actual office, the Baxi office. We do it every year, so internet there it's really not accessible. So and normally like 4G routers don't quite work there. So it'll probably just be the first 12 hours. But yeah, you can join us for that. Don't know what I'm going to be playing yet, but I'll probably have a playlist on Twitch when before I go live. So that's what we're doing. Donut, I've just sprung this on you. So do you think you're going to be able to join at some point during that from Friday to Saturday at least?
Maybe that Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And well, it'd be Saturday afternoon. Just kind of all depends. So
yeah. It's fine. Like I said, it's something we do. It's in the UK anyway, so it's different times. But that's what we're doing, and we're doing it. A charity we're doing it for. It's Special Effect, which is a charity really close to us. We've been fundraising for them for many years. So they work with disabled people, and they especially kids as well, and they create and they supply specialized hardware. So if you have for instance, if you can only move your finger, that they'll have a special controller for you to be able to play games. Or if you can only, they have like eye control as well. So if you're completely paralyzed and you can only use your eyes, you can still use a computer and still find that release you find in video games. So they're really cool. And yeah, there'll be a link to our Just Giving on the podcast, and I'll also put a link to Special Effects as well. They're a really, really, really cool charity here in the UK. Right. Why don't you now a time? This is the time of the show where we give you a suggestion of something to do, something to read, something to watch. I do have something. I don't know if you do have something yourself as well, Donut, but I'll go first to give you some time to think if you don't. Okay. I have another audiobook to suggest, and that's Flybot. It's a near future sci-fi techno thriller by Dennis E. Taylor, the creator of Bobbyverse. Yeah. And this is a standalone Audible original. I think it's only on Audible, to be fair. I don't even think you can get it as a book, like to read, a physical book. I mean, and it's narrated by Ray Porter, which is my favorite narrator, and he's narrated all the Bobby Burns books. But basically, this one here is very geeky but very cool. So basically, Philip Murray is a physicist, and he's having just a routine day. Just he's testing something to do with EMPs, and in his office, and then a strange, impossible device basically shows up as he uses the MP. This device kind of like falls. I'm not, as you can it kind of falls into his desk. And as you can tell from the name of the book, Flybot, you can imagine what that is. And as they kind of like dissect the bot and try to find what's this, what is this, where does this come from? This is like I said, near future thriller. So you can tell that AI has gone wrong. So there's a lot of legislation on AI. You cannot really have an AI outside of a sandbox, and there's a lot of like, even to have a license to create a ship for AI, you need to do it in a proper way. Otherwise, you get in trouble. Uh, and yeah, so they kind of start unraveling this thing, and keep following the breadcrumbs, and then the police gets involved, and this and that, and there's more. It's really really interesting, and really really cool, and very funny as well, because all of Tennessee Taylor's books are very funny, because he's got a really cool sense of humor. Yeah, so that's Flybot. I thought it was excellent. I literally listened to it in about 2-3 days. Just it's about 9 hours long or something, and yeah, it was just brilliant.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really
Have you?
have anything too exciting thus far. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I would say for all those that hate fascists, would suggest watching the first two episodes of South Park, season 7. Quite the riot.
Yeah.
That's about the main thing I got at the moment. I have been watching the new Dexter, so I'm I'm only halfway through, so I can't give a recommendation whether to watch it or not, because fumbled last couple in.
Yeah, because I really like Dexter, but then the last two seasons were pretty bad of the original series, and then they did the new one, but I didn't actually watch any of that. I don't know if that's any good. And then this is a third one, right? It's a
Yeah.
third go at it, right?
Yep. So yeah,
Yeah.
when they did the previous one, uh where it was with his son being, um it was good. The ending,
Again,
and
yeah.
and so they kind of retconned it to start this. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's been really good so far. I'm
Okay.
really intrigued where it goes, and it's got Uma Thurman there, Kristen Ritter, so it's got some good.
Oh,
Oh, and Neil Patrick Harris. So,
all right.
got
Yeah,
some good heavy hitters, and um,
sounds promising. Yeah.
and I
Okay.
I really enjoyed the intro because we got Sergeant back for, so
Oh,
always a good moment.
I like that. I like that. That sounds awesome. Okay, cool.
So
Well, that's a good
I will
recommendation.
report back once I have finished this and let you know dud again
That's,
or
yeah, that's
better.
that's a pre-recommendation, a pre-mention
Yeah.
or something. Let's call it that. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, cool. Very good. All right, so that does bring us to the end of the podcast. And yeah, I want to thank you all for joining us again today. If they want to get in touch with us again, what's that email address?
Rogue Gamers Podcast at gmail.com. I'll take all the he'll crumple them up and throw 'em.
Yes, I probably more than likely will do that. Yes, and you can send your suggestions for video game drafts. You can do other things. We did obviously the weapons today. Also, you can comment on the YouTube channel or indeed send an email to say which one you thought was the better draft. Next podcast, we're doing similar to the game one we did last time, as in when we pitched a game with unlimited money. We're gonna pitch a movie, so a video game movie. So from a video game IP, we can pick any director, any actors we want, and make our perfect movie. So that will be our next draft on the next podcast. So that's gonna be good. And yes, you other than emailing us and with your suggestions and comments, the best thing you can do is always leave us a review on your podcast catcher of choice, and or tell a friend if you enjoy this podcast. It's likely that your friends will enjoy it too. So recommend it to a friend. It goes a long way as well, and we appreciate it. But with that, yeah, I've been Bruno Pinto.
And I have been your reigning champion, Aaron A. Forward to see you here in 2 weeks.
Temporary champion. You forgot the temporary. Okay, see.
Oh.
Bye. Bye, podcast.